Hey everyone, welcome back to a North Texas Weather Center forecast, and today we're looking at the potential for maybe some snow in North Texas going into the weekend. Now, we have a lot of uncertainty built around the forecast right now in terms of will we see snow, when we will see snow, and how bad it will actually get. As of right now, I've not put it in the forecast, mainly due to the fact there's a chance that it does not happen, and there's still a fairly relatively high chance that this does not happen, but there's also a pretty good chance that we could see some sort of snowfall here in North Texas Saturday night into Sunday morning. I'm going to break down everything you know in this video in terms of what the computer models are showing us and what I can give you in terms of a forecast as of right now and timing and all of that. Obviously, it's a little bit early still. This is still almost 7 days away, so you have to take that in consideration that this is still fairly far out. So let's get into the 7-day forecast first off, and I'll get into the computer model. So as you can see, again, temperatures going to be well above average through the weekend. Saturday is when we'll see that very strong cold front approach our region, and this is why I have the little area circled here, Saturday and Sunday. The low temperature going into Sunday morning will be 20 degrees, and this is behind that cold front, which could also bring some snowfall to our region. You can see going into Sunday afternoon, the high will only be 39 degrees, so if any snow does fall, most of it will likely melt by Sunday afternoon, and then obviously going into the overnight hours Sunday, you can see temperatures will be right back into the mid-20s for lows into Monday morning. So again, it's the snow, if it does occur, it will likely melt fairly quickly during the afternoon hours, but again, it could be a possibility. Let's go and look at the models and everything that you need to know. So I'm going to show you 3 different computer models. Let me go ahead and start with the GFS model, and then we'll go through the Canadian model as well as the European model. Those are the 3 main computer models that we use here in Texas. So let's go ahead and check it out. So this is Thursday through Friday. We might see some scattered showers and some storms maybe on Thursday, maybe as well as on Friday. And then eventually we'll see that low pressure system move through our area going into early Saturday. And this will primarily be the first low pressure system that we'll see. There could be a second one that develops, and if that second one does develop, that is what could bring us some snowfall to North Texas, or at least some winter precipitation. This going through Saturday into Sunday. You can see here's your second low pressure system located down here, and here's where that snow accumulate or that snowfall is going to be occurring. So you can see across areas like the Panhandle of Texas, and as well as areas just in northwestern North Texas, like Wichita Falls by that time. This is by Sunday at about 3 in the morning, and then eventually by 6 in the morning. This kind of give you a general picture of what we're looking at. A strong low pressure system located down now near Louisiana, with most of that winter precipitation being on the far northwestern side of this low pressure area. So that could obviously bring some snowfall to our region. The GFS model has been the most prominent in bringing that snowfall to North Texas as well. And then you can see even going into 9 in the morning, and eventually by 12 this moves out and off to the east it goes. And then eventually a high pressure system builds into our region late Sunday into Monday. And so there's still some uncertainty. The timing is going to be super critical. If this does not occur overnight, it will likely just be rain. So keep that in mind. This is currently being predicted for overnight Saturday into Sunday morning. Let's go and check out the Canadian model and what's showing. So similar stuff for Thursday and Friday. Then eventually into Saturday, it does not really show much of a second low pressure system. A very weak area of low pressure develops down to the south, which could bring maybe a few snow flurries, but nothing crazy. This would be basically be an accumulation of maybe a tracing or coating. That would basically be about it. That's all it's going to show. You're not going to see anything North Texas, but that's basically what this computer model is showing, is that we could maybe see like a little tracing of maybe some winter precipitation, and eventually obviously nothing after that. The European model does show some snow. It does not show a massive amount, but this is going through Friday. Again, maybe some isolated to scattered showers and storms. And then to Saturday, you can see the low pressure system, the strongest of the two. The main one is off to our north. This brings some winter precipitation potentially into areas like Kansas. And then eventually going into Sunday, or Saturday night into Sunday, you can see maybe some winter precipitation again could occur across our areas with the low pressure system that's set to be somewhere around Louisiana and maybe eastern and southeastern Texas. And you can see this is also showing mostly just light flurries and maybe some light snow with a mix of maybe some rain, or not rain, excuse me, a mix of some sleet and as well as some snow as well in areas like DFW. And you can see maybe that snow doesn't really come that far south. It actually trims the Red River and just north of there. So there's still a lot of uncertainty with this forecast, but what we can take off of this is what are the computer models showing in terms of totals. Obviously, you're probably curious to how much snow we could see out of this. So I'm going to show you from the least aggressive to the most aggressive computer model. So this is the first one, the GFS, which shows a considerable amount of snow. We're talking 2 to 4, 5, 6 inches, maybe even 7 to 8 inches back off to the northwest. I don't think that's happening. I don't think this is going to be a snowstorm by any means. I really don't. I don't think we'll see, I don't think we'll see this much snow. The GFS is showing a lot more heavy snow. I think this will mostly be light snow, if anything, which could accumulate up to an inch or two. Let's go and take a look at the European model, which is showing most of the snow being around and north of the Red River, which brings maybe a coating to to maybe an inch of snow to areas like Sherman, Paris, Wichita Falls, maybe Plano or Weatherford, getting a small few snowflakes or something like that. Maybe a few stick to your roof, and then eventually after about 9-10 in the morning they start to melt because of the warmth. So that could be a possibility with maybe some higher snow amounts into Oklahoma, like 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches of snow as well. Let's go and take a look at the National Weather Service blend of models. This will give you an idea across many areas as well, but it mostly just shows maybe a coating to half an inch of snow across areas like North Texas. So there's still a lot of uncertainty. We'll have a much better forecast for you in the next few days. If this does change, it likely will, but there's still a lot of uncertainty of whether we'll see a lot or a little bit of snow, or if we'll even see snow. There's a potential that we still don't see snow, so don't get your hopes up if you're really excited about it, and don't get too down because you don't want to see snow. There's a potential that we don't see it, so just keep that in mind. Still a lot of days to go. We still got about 5 or 6 days until this actually occurs, so make sure you stay up to date with North Texas Weather Center for the latest. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and as well as on YouTube for the latest. And this forecast is brought to you by All Dents Repair.